excites me, and I go on, comme si, comme ça, midnight till dawn, comme si, comme ça. But should we meet, that would excite me, and should you smile, that would delight me. I live again, to love again. But until then, comme si, comme ça.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Randall Theatre. My name is Tony Holly.
Every time I look down on this timeless town, where the blue or gray be her skies, where the loud be her cheers, and where the sorrow be her tears, more and more do I realize. I love Paris in the springtime. I love Paris in the fall.
I love Paris in the winter when it drizzles.
I love Paris in the summer when it sizzles.
I love Paris every moment of the year. I love Paris. Why, oh why do I love Paris? Because my love. Because my love is
Yes, it is. I'm so sorry.
Irma! Who's Irma?
Irma! Irma! It's the waitress inside, sir. Irma!
Yes?
These gentlemen.
Will you tell this woman to get out of here, for God's sakes? The hell is she trying to say anyway?
She says it's an exceptionally beautiful morning, sir.
Who asked her?
But she says it was nicer before the gentleman stuck his face in it.
Call the manager!
Shoelaces! I've got shoelaces! I've got neckties! Perfect for business and personal! Oh, well, thank you. I have black or white or neon.
What do you think? What would you suggest?
Champagne, many a kiss.
Oh my God, it all comes back to me now. The red lips and white hands and warm hearts I have known.
Where the nightingales dwell.
Where the nightingales dwell.
And to each one I whispered my own.
And to each one I said farewell.
Farewell!
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 Farewell! But this one I shall never forget. One that's engraved in my heart.
This isn't a cafe, it's the circus!
Well,
I need a name.
I need 50,000
For a corporation.
for a woman
Immediately.
or even
Something.
unusual,
Something.
provocative.
Something!
Correct.
Yes.
50,000 cash.
I'm listening.
International substrate of Paris. Inc.
Ah, that's it! Pay him off! Now, what does it mean?
It means what it says. I'm a prospector.
Prospector? How many shake your hand. Baron, you are in the presence of one of nature's noblemen. Shake his hand. Baron von Tamar, it is this man, my dear Baron, that smells out in the very bowels of the earth those deposits of metal or liquid on which can be founded the only social unit in which our age is capable. Corporation.
Well, how about my gizzard?
I'll try and get it away from him.
Well, if he eats my gizzard, save me the giblets. They'll do for the town captain that's under the fridge. He likes a few giblets now and again.
Yes, Countess.
Waiter! I wish to make a complaint.
Against whom?
Against you. Against her. Against that street singer, that shoelace peddler, and that lunatic of a woman or whatever you call her.
Mr. President, come here. Mr. President, you must get a hold of yourself, sir.
We'll do nothing of the sort. Baron, the first thing that we must do is to get rid of these people. Look at them. Every size, shape, and period of history imaginable. It's utter anarchy. I tell you, sir, the only safeguard of order and discipline in the modern world is a standardized worker with interchangeable parts. It would solve the entire problem of management. Here, the manager is there, one composite grudge grunting and swatting all over the world. It's, oh, just we two. Oh, how beautiful. How easy on the eyes, how restful on the conscience. Order, yes. Symmetry, yes. Balance, yes. But instead of that, what? What? Here in the Chaillot, the very citadel of management, these insolent phantoms come to beard us with their ravish individualism, with the right of the voices to sing, or the dumb to make speeches, or their trousers to have no seats, or their bosoms to have dinner bells.
Yes, but do these people really matter?
Baron, wherever the poor are happy, or the servants are proud,
or the mad are respected, our power is at an end.
So they have a young man.
Say, officer, what do you got there?
Drowned man.
He's not drowned. His clothes are dry. He's been clubbed.
Quiet! Clubbed is also correct. He was just going to jump off the bridge when I came along and pulled him back. I clubbed him naturally.
What?
So he wouldn't drag me under. Safety manual. Rule number 5. In cases where there is danger of being dragged under, it is necessary to render the subject unconscious by means of a sharp blow.
Did you have to?
Yes, I did.
You stupid idiot.
What did he do with the bomb? Oh, this is what comes of employing amateurs.
You don't think that he's going to give you away?
Don't worry. Say, officer, what do you think you're doing?
Life-saving, artificial respiration, first aid to the drowning.
He ain't drowning.
But he thinks he is.
You'll never bring him round that way, partner. That only works for those who drown in water. It don't work for those who drown without it.
What am I supposed to do? I've just been sworn in. It's my first day on the beat. I can't afford to get into trouble. I've got to go by the book.
Perfectly simple. Take him back to the bridge where you found him and throw him in.
What?
Pull this mirror to his mouth. If the cloud's over, then
The cloud's over.
he's alive.
Look, he's opening his eyes.
Oh, how beautiful.
Irma? Irma?
Honey. Honey.
Oh, you're looking at my iris. Isn't it beautiful?
Very.
The sergeant told me that he was nice enough to tell me that it becomes me. But I no longer trust his taste. Yesterday, the flower girl gave me a look and he said it didn't suit me.
It's beautiful.
Oh, he'll be so happy to hear that you agree with it. He's really very sensitive. Sergeant!
No, please don't call the police. Oblige you.
Oh.
Oh, man! Hey! What the...
You stay where you are. That man isn't going to take you anywhere. In the first place, I shall need you in a few minutes to walk me home. I'm all alone here, and I'm very easily frightened.
What's the trouble here?
She won't let this man go!
Why should she?
It's against the law for a woman to detain a man on the streets!
Well, it's her son, who she's found again after 20 years.
Oh, her long-lost brother. The Countess is not so old. Officer, this is clearly a case of disorderly conduct.
Irma, what does the news say?
The young man must not go with him. He is in danger of his life.
Oh,
What does she know?
She knows everything.
So what is her? Woman,
take his number. It's 2133. It adds up to 9. It'll give you luck.
This? Between ourselves, what are you holding him for anyway?
I'm holding him because it's very pleasant to hold him. I've never really held anyone before, and I'm making the most of it.
Nothing, Countess. It's you who are hiding. You tell her. You've been a pitchman. You can talk.
yeah, tell her.
Yes, I see you're frightening me, my friends. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Countess, there was a time when old clothes were as good as new. In fact, they were better. Because when someone wore clothes, they gave something to them. You may not believe it, but right this minute, the most expensive shops in Paris are selling clothes that were thrown away 30 years ago. They're selling them for new. That's how good they were.
Well,
Countess, there was a time when garbage was a pleasure. A garbage can is not what it is now. If it smelled a little strange, it was because it was a little confused. There was everything there. Sardines, iodine, cologne, roses. An amateur might jump to a wrong conclusion, but to a professional, it was the smell of God's plenty.
well,
Countess, the world has changed.
nonsense. How could it change? People are the same, I hope.
No, Countess, the people are not the same. The people are different. There's been an invasion, an infiltration from another planet. The world is not beautiful anymore. It's not happy.
Not happy. Is this true? Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because you live in a dream, Countess, and we don't like to disturb you.
But how could it have happened?
Countess, there was a time when you could boil just by being a cabbage. Nowadays, it's no good being a cabbage anymore unless you have an agent and pay him a commission. Nothing is free to sell itself or give itself away. These days, Countess, every cabbage has its pimp.
I can't believe that.
Countess, little by little, the pimps are taking over the world. They don't do anything, they don't make anything, they just stand there and take their cut. It makes a difference. Look at the shopkeepers. Do you ever see one smiling at a customer anymore? Certainly not. Their smiles are strictly for the pimps. The butcher has to smile at the wheat pimp. The florist at the rose pimp. The grocer at the fresh fruit and vegetable pimp. It's all organized down to the slightest detail. There's a pimp for birdseed, a pimp for fish food. That's why the cost of living keeps going up all the time. You buy a glass of beer, it costs twice as much as it used to. Why? Why? 10% for the glass pimp, 10% for the beer pimp, 20% for the glass of beer pimp. That's where our money goes. Personally, I prefer the fashion kind. Some of those men at least were loved by the women they sold. But what feelings can a pimp arouse in a leg of lamb? Pardon me, my language, Irma.
Oh, it's all right. She doesn't understand it.
Now you know. That's no longer happy. We are the last of the free people of the earth. You saw them looking us over today. Tomorrow,
The street singer will start paying. The stone pimp and the garbage pimp will be after me. I tell you, Countess, we're finished. It's the end of free enterprise on this earth.
Is this true, Roderick?
I'm afraid it's true.
Did you know about this, Irma?
All I know is the concierge says that Faith is dead.
It is! I stopped taking bets over the phone.
The very air is different, Countess. You can't trust it anymore. If I throw my torches too high, they go out.
The sky pimp puts them out.
My flowers don't last overnight now. They wilt.
Have you noticed? The pigeons don't fly anymore.
They can't afford to. They walk.
They're fools. And so are you. You should have told me about this at once. How can you?
Meow?
Yes!
Meow!
Irma. Ready? There's my velvet gown.
But this only takes care of 2 of them, Countess.
Didn't the mute say they're all connected on the works of the machine?
Yes, Countess.
Then if one comes, the rest will follow, and we shall have them all. My boa, please.
The one that's stolen, Countess?
Naturally, the one the prospector stole.
It hasn't turned up yet, Countess, but someone did leave an ermine collar.
Really?
It looks like it.
Oh, Irma and Iris were made for each other. Let me see it.
Yes, Countess.
Roderick, you shall accompany me. Oh, you still look pale. I have some old chartreuse at home. I always take a glass each year. Last year I forgot. You shall have it.
If there's anything I can do.
Oh, there are many things that you can help with, my dear. There are all the things that need to be done in a room in which no man has been for 30 years. You can untwist the cord on the blind and let in a little sunlight for a change. You can take the mirror off the wardrobe door and deliver me once and for all from the old harpy who lives in the mirror. Oh, you can let the mouse out of the trap. I'm tired of feeding it. East to his post. I'll see you later, my friends. Oh, thank you, my dear. It's Rabbit. Your arm, Valentine.
Valentine?
Yes, it's just struck 1. At 1, all men become Valentine.
Well, permit me.
Or Valentino. It's obviously part of the same, right, Irma? But they have that much choice.
I hate ugliness. I love beauty. I hate meanness. I adore kindness. It may not seem so grand to some to be a waitress in Paris. I love it. The waitress meets all sorts of people. She observes life. I hate to be alone. I love people. But I've never said I love you to a man. Men try to make me say it. They put their arms around me. I pretend I don't see it. Pinch me. I pretend I don't feel it. Kiss me. I pretend I don't know it. If they don't like it, they can leave me alone. Because when I say I love you to him, he will know just by looking in my eyes that many have held me and pinched me and kissed me before. But I've never said I love you to anyone in the world. Never. No. I love you.
Irma!
Honey.
Lock the door again. Lock the door. You would let me get a word in. You would know by now. You know what the circle called La Belle Polonaise?
Yes, Aurelia.
Could you sing it this very instant?
Yes, Aurelia.
All of it?
Yes, Aurelia. But who's interrupting now? Aurelia.
Right. Well, this one, exactly. I discovered a horrible plot. There is a group of men who intend to tear down the entire city.
Is that all?
I don't understand.
They have the fever of destruction. Even when they pretend to be building, they're actually only doing it in order to destroy. When they put up a new building, they quietly knock down two old ones. They build cities in order to destroy the countryside. They destroy space with telephones and time with aeroplanes. Humanity is now dedicated to the task of universal destruction. I was speaking, of course, mainly and predominantly the male sex.
Aurelia must talk sex in particular.
There are two sexes.
Oh, Gabrielle is a virgin, Aurelia.
She can't be that innocent. She keeps canaries.
I think you're being very cruel.
Suppose I said your pearls were false.
They were.
I'm not asking what they were, I'm asking what they are. Are they false or are they real?
Everyone knows that little by little, as one wears pearls, they become real.
Isn't it exactly the same with memories?
Let us not waste time. I must go
I
on.
think Gabrielle is perfectly right about men. There are still plenty who haven't changed a bit. There's an old senator who bows to Gabrielle.
Never go yet.
No! This is too much! I'm taking her with me!
Oh, dear God!
Madame Josephine.
Oh, thank you.
We're saved!
My dear friends, today, once again I waited for President Wilson, but he didn't come out.
Oh, but I have to wait a good deal longer.
He died before you were born.
Well, I have plenty of time.
Josephine, how about the police sergeant?
No, he won't do. He's under oath to the state.
Who's up there, Irma?
Oh, our friend's Countess. There's the rag picker.
Oh, sit down, right.
Do you really think it is wise to have all those millionaires represented by a rat
Oh,
picker?
it's a first-rate choice. Criminals are always represented by their offices. Murderers by someone who obviously wouldn't comply. Rapists by a member of the League for Decency. Experience shows it is the only way to get acquittal.
Oh, but we mustn't have an acquittal. That would mean the end of the world.
Well, justice is justice, my dear.
Greetings, Countess. Greetings, ladies. My most sincere compliments.
Has Irma told you?
She said something about a trial.
Yes. You have been appointed attorney for the defense.
Terribly flattered, I'm sure.
You do realize, don't you, how much depends on the outcome of this trial?
Do you know the defendants well enough to undertake the case?
I know them to the bottom of their souls. I go through their garbage every day.
And what do you find there?
Mostly flowers.
It's true, you know, the rich are always surrounded by flowers.
How beautiful.
Are you trying to prejudice the court?
Oh, no, Countess, no.
We must have a completely impartial defense.
Of course, Countess, of course. Permit me to make a suggestion.
Will you preside? Yes.
Instead of speaking as attorney, suppose you let me speak directly as defendant. It will be more convincing, and I can get into it more.
Excellent idea. Motion granted.
We don't want you to be too convincing, remember?
Impartial, Countess, impartial.
Well, have you prepared your case?
How rich am I?
Millions. Billions.
How did I get them? Murder? Theft? Embezzlement?
Most likely.
Do I have a wife? A mistress?
Everything.
All right, I'm ready.
Well, would you like to have some tea?
Is that good?
Very good for the voice. The Russians drink nothing but tea and they talk like anything.
All right.
Tea. You may take places. The trial is public. Your bell, if you please, Aurelia.
But what if I should need to ring for Irma?
Irma can sit here next to me. If you need her, she can ring herself. Conduct the accused to the bar. The court is now in session. Counsel for the defense, you may take the oath.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
You're not a witness, you're an attorney. It is your duty to lie, conceal, and distort everything and slander everything.
All right. I swear to lie, conceal, and distort everything, and slander everybody. themselves to blame for their poverty. It's only just that they should suffer the consequences. So how is it the fault of the rich that they're rich?
Dry your eyes. You're deceiving no one. If, as you say, you are so ashamed of your money, why did you hold on to it with such a death grip?
Me?
You never part with a euro!
You didn't give the poor mute a cent.
Hold on to the money? Yes. What smile? What injustice? What a thing to say to me in the presence of this honorable, august, and elegant corpse. I spend all my time trying to spend my money. If I have tan shoes, I buy black ones. If I have a bicycle, I buy a sports car. If I have a wife, I buy...
What?
I dispatch a plane to Java for a bouquet of flowers. I send a steamer to Egypt for a basket of figs. I send a special representative to New York to fetch me an ice cream cone, and if it's not just exactly right, back it goes! No matter what I do, I can't get rid of my money. If I play 100 to 1 shot, the horse comes in by 20 lengths. If I throw a diamond into the Seine, it comes back into trout they serve me for lunch. 10 diamonds, 10 trout. Well now, do you suppose that I can get rid of 40 million by giving a cent to a mute? Is it even worth the effort?
Proceed.
You see, my dear, at last there is somebody who understands me. Somebody who is not only beautiful, but extraordinarily sensitive and intelligent.
I object. Overruled.
I should be delighted to send you some flowers, miss. Directly I am acquitted. What flowers do you prefer?
Roses.
You shall have a bale every morning for the next 5 years. Money means nothing to me.
And amaryllis.
I'll make an oath to Nick. The lady understands, ladies and gentlemen. The lady is no fool. She's been round, and she knows what's what. If I gave the mute a euro, 20 euros, 20 million euros, it still wouldn't make a dent in the 40 times 1,000 million euros I'm afflicted with, right, little lady?
Right. Quiet, proceed.
Like on the stock exchange. If you buy a stock, it sinks at once like a stone. But if I buy a stock, it turns around and soars like an eagle. If I buy it at 33,
It goes to 1,000.
it goes to 20,000. That's how I bought my 12 chateaux, my 24 villas, my 234 farms. That's how I endow the opera and keep my 12 ballerinas.
I hope everyone of them deceives you every moment of the day.
How could they deceive me? Suppose they tried to deceive me with the man chorus, the general director, the assistant electrician, or the English horn. I own them all, body and soul. It would be like deceiving me with my big toe.
Don't listen, Gabrielle.
Listen to what?
No, I am incapable of jealousy. I have all the women, or I can't have them, which is the same thing. I get the thin ones with caviar and the fat ones with pearls.
So you think there are no women with morals?
I mix morals with milk. Delicious combination. I drip pearls into protests. I adorn resistance with rubies. My touch is jeweled. My smile, a Lamborghini. What woman can withstand me? I lift my little finger and do they fall like leaves in autumn. Like tin cans from a second-story window!
Too much!
You see where money leads.
Of course, when you have no money, nobody trusts you. Nobody believes you. Nobody likes you. Because to have money is to be virtuous, honest, beautiful, and witty. And to be without is to be ugly, and boring, and stupid, and useless!
You have heard the defense, such as it is. We demand the verdict of guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty, 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 guilty. Do you not wish to know what I propose to do with this money? Guilty, guilty. I propose to make war! I propose to conquer the world!
Guilty.
Guilty. I. Guilty. What are you talking about?
is the law. When I present my backside, it is etiquette to admire and apply the lips respectfully. It is more than etiquette. It is a cherished national privilege guaranteed by the Constitution.
That is contempt of court. The trial is over.
And the verdict?
Guilty as charged.
And I have full authority to carry out the sentence.
Yes.
I can do what I want with them.
Yes.
I have the right to exterminate them.
Yes. Court adjourned.
Congratulations, Randall. A marvelous defense. Absolutely.
Mademoiselle, those musicians of hell.
Horse, it's La Belle Polonaise. Do you hear, mademoiselle, those musicians of hell from Poland to France? Marvelous dance, so gracious, audacious, will you not get perchance?
Do you hear, mademoiselle, those musicians of hell from Poland to France? Comes this marvelous dance, so gracious, audacious, we put it perchance. Round my arm I entwine, round this contours divine, so pure, so impassioned, which Cupid has fashioned. Let's dance the mazurka, that devilish measure, 'tis a joy that's reserved to the gods for their pleasure. Let's gallop, let's hop, with never a stop. Let our heads spin and turn, as the dance floor we spurn. There was never such pleasure as this. Let our heads turn and turn, as the dance floor we spurn. There was never such pleasure as this.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
It's time for your afternoon nap, Countess.
But if they should come, Irma.
I'll watch for them.
Thank you. I am tired. Did you ever see a trial end more beautifully in your life?
Lie down. Close your eyes for a moment. Streets full of limousines and taxis.
I will receive. Don't look so good. There's nothing to be afraid of. Did you remember to stir the kerosene into the water?
Yes, Countess.
No, we might as well put in what's left of the tea as well.
Yes, Countess.
Now, don't forget, I'm supposed to be deaf. I want to hear what they're thinking.
Yes, Countess.
I have no obligation to be merciful, but after all, I do want to be just. Vichy Schwab!
Oh, this way. The Countess is very deaf, gentlemen. You'll have to shout.
I had a premonition this morning, madam, when I first saw you, that we should meet again. I want to thank you for your trust. You can place yourself in our hands with complete confidence.
Louder, I don't think the old chop can hear you.
I have here, madam, a letter in which...
Louder, louder.
it true that you have located oil? Oil! Oil! Sign here.
What is it? I haven't my glasses.
Your contract.
Oh, thank you.
What is it actually?
A waiver of all rights. Thank you. Witness. Notarize. Now, if you would be so kind as to show us the well, this package is yours.
Oh, what is it?
Pure gold. 24 carats worth for you.
Thank you, sir. Oh, it's heavy.
You're not actually going to give that to her, are you?
Don't worry, we'll pick it up again on the way out. Is this the way?
That is the way.
Just a moment, Mr. President. After me, if you don't mind. Watch those cigars. It is oil, after all.
Oh, right.
Just a moment. Did either of you happen to bring along a little sewing box?
A sewing box?
Or a little gold thimble?
Not me.
Not us.
What a pity.
Can we go down now?
Yes. Watch your steps. Yes, the prospectors are here. More than one? Yes. We'll send them down.
I smell something. Who's that?
Countess, she's very deaf.
Good.
Tracy's piles.
Characteristic odor?
Chanel number 5. Nectar. Undoubtedly the finest, rarest. 60 gravity crude straight gasoline. How found? By blast, drill, my finger. The sign here.
What is it?
Agreement for dividing the profits.
What is it?
Application to a lunatic asylum.
Down there.
Down there.
Who's crazy now?
Countess, the media are here.
Oh, the rest of the machine. Show them in.
It's not anchor woman.
Do you know where the oil is?
I don't. The Countess, she's very deaf.
You don't say!
Wait.
Delighted to make the acquaintance of so charming and beautiful a lady.
Louder, she can't hear you.
What a face! Madame, I am the press. You know my power. I fix all values. I set all standards. Your entire future depends on me.
How do you do?
We can charge the old bitch. How about 30?
40, 60.
All right, 75. Sign here, Countess. This contract pays you for this interview.
Oh.
nothing succeeds without our assistance. Is that the well, madame?
That is the well.
Put out your cigarette, dear. We don't want any explosions. Not with my new eyelashes. Come on.
Just a minute! Just a minute!
Don't just...
Just a minute! I'm in a hurry, please.
Who are you?
I'm in a hurry. I have no chance. My money, please, please.
Oh, vicious was. My little prick. They've taken them. They've taken my little prick. Well, let's take their god with them.
What's happened? Countess, they're gone. They vanished.
They've evaporated, Irma. They were wicked. Wickedness evaporated.
Oh, Countess, the air is pure, the sky is clear. Countess, everything's changed. Now you can breathe again. Now you can see.
The flowers are so fragrant.
It's beautiful again.
Oh, Countess, the pigeons. The pigeons are flying. You're flying. The air is like crystal and new grasses sprouting.
Now, juggler, you can toss your fireballs up as high as you like. They won't go out.
Hot off the street, utter strangers are shaking hands. They don't know why, and they're handing out almond balls.
Oh, my friend.
Countess, we thank you. Countess, we thank you.
Countess, you can see us.
From now on, there will be no hungry cats, and we will tell the Duchess her dog's right.
Countess, we thank you. From now on, every stick in Therese will be watered. The sewers will be fragrant of jasmine.
Sadness flies on the wings.
He said nothing. And now, kiss each other, you two, this very instant.
You mean, but Countess,
It's been 3 hours since you've known, and met and known and loved each other. Kiss each other quickly. Look at him. He hesitates. He trembles. Happiness frightens him. Like a man. Kiss him. Kiss him. Kiss him quickly. If two people who love each other let an instant wedge itself between them, it grows. It becomes a month, a year, a century. It becomes too late. Kiss him, Irma. Kiss him while there's time. Or in a moment his hair will be white. And there will be another Madwoman in Paris. Make her kiss him. All of you, make her kiss him. Oh, if only you'd had the courage to do that 30 years ago. What a different time would be today. Be still, mute. Your words dazzle our eyes, and Irma is too busy to translate for you. Well, the world is saved, and you see how simple it all was. There is never anything so wrong in the world that it can't be fixed in an afternoon by a sensible woman. Only next time, don't wait until things begin to look black. The minute you notice anything, tell me at once.
We will, Countess. We will.
Irma, my bones, my gizzard.
I have them ready, Countess.
Oh, good. Well, on the more important things, 4 o'clock. My poor cats will be starving. Oh, how boring it would be for them if humanity had to be saved every afternoon. They don't think much of it as it is.
You hear, mademoiselle, those musicians of hell.
Paris everywhere.
Heads spin and turn.
I always say, come see, come saw.
There was never such pleasure as
job, honey.